Hey guys, good evening. Welcome to this webinar. The webinar is all about this UI testing checklist, GUI, okay, graphical user interface. So this one, no one teaches you guys in real time. If you join a company, also you'll not see anyone teaching you this stuff and making you this much of details and give you this much of details on how to test each and every thing. For example, how to test UI portion of the checkbox field, how to test the menu options. Like that, no one will teach you in real time. Okay, but I did that hard work for you, and with my experience, whatever the experience I have, I created a lot of checklist items for you. Okay, so if you want this particular checklist, you have to wait till the end of the session, guys. Okay, you have to be with me at the till the end of the session. I'll share you this checklist with you. Okay, I'll show you the way how to download this checklist and how to utilize that for your purpose. Okay, and other than this, I'll share a lot more other resources if you stay till the end of this webinar. So if you are ready, just type ready in the chat box, guys. Just type ready in the chat box. Great, great. So is everyone ready? I want everyone to participate here. Just type ready so that I can get started with this webinar. If you have any questions related to this webinar, you can ask me. And also, at the end of the session, also you can ask any type of questions. They may be simple questions, silly questions. Doesn't matter, guys. Okay, I'm going to be very friendly in making the things answered for you. Fine. So I got a lot of readies, good energy, guys. So let's begin. So let's begin this webinar with this topic of this webinar, that is UI testing checklist, or you can also say UI means user interface. GUI means graphical user interface. Okay, both are same, guys. Okay, doesn't matter. Whenever you are testing an application, for example, if you are testing an application like this, if I take you to one sample application, on this application you will see a lot of elements, guys. For example, QFox, the search box field, text box field, there button. Okay, there's another button. Some menu options are there. Some images are coming. Okay, so the product images are coming, product links are coming, some text related to the product are coming, some prices related to the products are coming, tax related stuff related to the products are coming, and many other options related to this product are coming. We see like a lot of logos. Okay, our partner logos we are able to see and scroll. A lot of options are there on the application using which I can scroll and see all the partner logos, and they're also automatically scrolling. I can see these footer options. I can see these header options. Each and every aspect that you see on the screen visually, okay, is a UI element. What is that, guys? It's called as a UI element. Everyone type in the chat box. It's called as a UI element. Type UI element in the chat box. Whatever the graphical thing that you are seeing on this page, for example, this page is nothing but a UI element. Starting from this normal thing like a label. If you go here, there are a lot of text fields. There are a lot of labels. Even labels are also called as UI elements. Okay, each and everything. It can be a button. It can be a checkbox field. It can be a radio button. It can be heading. It can be a hyperlink. It can be this. What do you call this? Anyone know what you call this? Breadcrumb. Okay, there is a technical term known as breadcrumb. This is also UI element, the logo, okay, homepage logo, and all the options that you see on this page. Yeah, checkbox, link, text, radio buttons, labels, buttons. All these things are called as UI elements. Okay, these are called as what? UI elements. So we test the application at different layers. We have to test the application at user interface layer, UI layer, and that is a presentation layer. Some people call it as a presentation layer. Some people call it as GUI layer. Some people call it as a user interface layer. Okay, the front layer, front end layer, like that. Many names are there. So it ultimately means UI only. Okay, it ultimately means UI, user interface only. So it will become difficult, guys, for you guys to create and perform testing, because whenever you are performing testing of a particular text, okay, then what are the things that you have to take care of for testing the UI of that particular text? Don't worry about this mind map. I'm going to share this mind map at the end of the session, guys. Be there in the meeting till the end of the session. I'm going to share this mind map. Along with that, there is some surprise thing that I'm going to share at the end of the webinar. If you are with me till the end of the webinar, you are going to get some useful stuff. Okay, some surprises you will get apart from the mind map that I'm showing you here on the screen. Okay, fine. So the thing here is how to perform UI testing of a text. Okay, how to perform the UI testing of the text fields, how to perform the UI testing of the drop-down fields, how to perform the UI testing of the buttons, how to test the UI testing of the checkbox fields, how to test the UI testing of the radio buttons. That is, our testing is mostly on the presentation layer. It doesn't matter about the database layer or backend layer or API layer. Doesn't matter. Only user interface is fine or not, is good or not, is something we are going to see. How to test the UI presentation thing of these hyperlinks. Okay, how to test the UI part of the images, numeric input fields, scroll bars, messages, logo, menu options, maps, and many other stuff. Okay, how to test UI or how to perform UI testing of all these different type of UI elements on the web pages. For that, I created a very detailed checklist. If I open text, you are getting this many items, right? If I just minimize it, you see that that is got. If I open this, you will get a lot of things. This has hundreds of items, guys, checklist items. Okay, how to use this for your testing purpose, I'm going to cover. Okay, so if you have any questions, you can stop me anywhere, guys. Okay, so hope you are able to, anyone can speak to me, guys. Any one of you would like to talk to me, just to see whether, because this is the first time I'm doing on this platform, so I just want to see whether anyone able to talk to me here. Anyone try to talk? Do you have the options to speak here? Okay. Okay. So only raise hand is available. Can't speak except you. Azim, then how to make it, so that they can talk? Is there any option or setting that I have to do? Audio setting, speaker, output, default, notification sound. No, I don't think so. Is there any way here we can, make the participants also to speak? I think I have to invite them to stage or something, maybe. I'll check with like 1 minute. Give me a second, guys. So sorry for that. Okay, Azim, did you get the mic option now?
Yeah, yes, I got it now. You need to
Yeah,
invite
fine.
before
Okay.
raise the hand to ask a question. You need
Yeah.
to invite on the stage. Then they can be accessible to speak.
Okay. Okay. Got it. Got it. I'm just going to. Yeah, I'll be having you on stage. You can be on mute for a while.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, sure.
So, anyone try to raise the hand? Let me see how it goes. Anyone try to raise the hand at this moment? I would like to check the software meanwhile. So, how this is working. So, will I get any notification or something? I'm just going to see. Okay. Join stage request is coming. Okay. Accept all. Accept all. Accept all. Try to join the stage. No problem, guys. I would like to give everyone the option to join the stage. Okay. Fine. Okay. So fine. Now, still, if anyone want to, join the stage and unmute and ask me any questions, request me to add you to the stage. Okay. Or have anything here, participants. Okay. Fine. No problem. Viewers. Fine. There are different options, guys. We'll work it out. Next time we do it, will do in a better way. Fine. Okay. No problem. So if anyone want to speak, right, request me to add you to the stage, and then I'll just come here and add you to the stage. Okay. Fine. Anyhow, guys, let's begin the
Are you
webinar.
able to hear me?
Yes, I'm able to hear you. Right.
Yeah, you mentioned one point breadcrumb. Can you please type over there? One window
Okay.
you showed now. Yeah, you can type there. You can show that screen 1 second, please, if you don't mind.
Sure, sure. 1 minute. So breadcrumb, you mean to say, right?
Yeah, spelling and other things.
Yeah, breadcrumb. Okay, clear. This is a breadcrumb. Able to see?
Uh, I,
Can
I
you show me that screen also? Can you show me that screen in the GUI? In the GUI, can you show what it is? Breadcrumb.
Yeah,
Yeah.
breadcrumb is nothing but this part,
Okay. That is
navigation
a
part.
frame. It's not a frame. It's not a frame.
It's not a frame. It's
Okay.
called as a breadcrumb. Okay. You see, you can go back to the account page. You can go to the home using this breadcrumb. Okay. Wherever
So
you are,
if you right click and inspect element, what it will come, sir? Actually, is it a frame or is it a window? If you right click and inspect
right click
element, what
here,
it
for example, inspect.
yeah.
Okay. You want to see the HTML code. Okay. Then what? It's a
Does it show
breadcrumb.
breadcrumb? Does it show
Yes.
breadcrumb? Yeah.
Yes. Class breadcrumb is
Okay.
there. You can see
Yeah.
that, right?
Okay. Thank you,
It's a
sir.
breadcrumb.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank
Fine.
yeah, hi Arun, Ashish here.
Yeah, Ashish.
Yeah, so just wanted to, know, like, as we, do this kind of UI checklist testing. So, do we need to have a kind of some wireframes against which we should have checked these?
Yes,
Uh,
yes. For every page, you have to do that. For example, if I take you to this one of the page, let's say the simple login page, if I take you, and when you are testing this page, you have to make sure that there are different type of UI elements on this page, right? For
yeah,
example, here there is a text box field. Okay, then
right.
you have to keep this mind map aside, and your test is on this particular field. This you have to do when you have a lot of time, when the application
Mhm,
becomes a lot of stable. You know,
mhm.
when you have a lot more time, then even you don't want to miss a simple UI type of defect at that stage. Then you basic UI testing everyone does
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
consciously or
So,
subconsciously,
why I
right?
ask this question is specifically is like some
Mm.
of the clients are more specific about the contents rather than the functionality. In
Yes,
few
yes,
cases.
definitely,
So,
definitely,
in
even I.
that case,
Yes.
just
Mm.
by looking at the few fields, even if we do some ad hoc basis testing, that will
Mm.
not be sufficient to,
Yes, correct,
give some
correct.
kind of confidence.
There may be
Yeah,
small mistake here. For example, email address is there, one S is missing, it will be very difficult for you to find
right.
it out, right?
So in that case, we should have some kind of wireframes, UI wireframes, so that which we can get from the client against which we
In the
can just
requirement phase, you will have UI wireframes in the
yeah, yeah,
requirement phase. In the
yeah, yeah,
beginning, when you get the requirements from the client, right? Maybe if the end-to-end team is in your project, in what happens is there will be some guys coming UI UX team from that, and
yeah.
they will be preparing some wireframes for you. Okay, if your company has providing not only just testing services, but if it is providing end-to-end services, okay,
Correct.
starting from the collecting the requirements to the delivering the product, if that is the responsibility of your company, let's say as a
Yeah,
service, then in that case the UI team is from your side, UX team is from your side, and everyone is from your side, right? So as a software tester, I have seen myself sitting with them, and verifying from the UI wireframe stage.
correct.
Wireframes are nothing but, before you purchase some plot or something, right? Some villa or something, they'll give you some brochure, right? That is like
Right.
wireframe, right?
And
That's
in yeah, and in many cases, UX designer provides the
yes, correct, correct.
wireframes in advance so
Yes,
that we can check against which.
yes, yes.
Mm,
UX person will provide the wireframes,
correct.
and UI developer will develop it.
Right.
Okay,
Right. Right.
so he will add all the stuff. Okay,
Correct.
the code behind that or whatever it is. Okay,
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
UI stuff person will do that. Okay, but here the intent of this webinar, you can still ask me the questions. That those are very realistic and real time questions that will help a lot of people who are currently attending the webinar. That's fine. So that's a very good discussion. But my takeaway from this webinar, what I want to give you here is, I want to make your life bit easy as a software tester. Okay, you say preparing this much big list of different UI items and how to perform testing. Okay, maybe today I may not be able to cover each and every UI element here, and how to perform testing of that. I cannot show you, but I'll give you some samples, because I don't have to spoon feed everything for you, right? At a high level, I'll show you how much content is there here. At same time, I'll take some of the examples and show you how to use this UI testing checklist for your purpose. Fine,
Yeah.
that's
Sure.
what
Sure. Yeah.
that will be better. So anyhow, the process is different. We'll go in depth questions related to UI, how it happens in real time and all those stuff, okay, you can still ask me during the this webinar. I'm ready to help you out, okay, no problem, because that will give a lot of knowledge for a lot of other people
Yeah.
who have
Thanks.
joined the webinar.
Thanks,
Okay.
Arun.
So what is the difference between UI and UX, sir?
UI is just a user interface. UX is, for example, if I tell you, if you go to this Amazon.in, let's say, okay, Amazon.in, okay, if you go to Amazon.in, UI is all about, this text box fields coming, this, drop downs coming, and all those stuff. UX is all about user experience. For example, when I land on this, Amazon.in, my focus should go on cart, let's say, and that's the reason they mentioned this O symbol, zero symbol in orange color. You see, they have intentionally highlighted few things with the Amazon logo color thing. You see, this button color and where they have to be placed so that users will use it in effective manner. That comes into UX. Everyone can put a button here. Everyone can put a text box field here. Everyone can put a cart option here. Everyone can put an image here. But in what way it has to be, organized and put before the customer so that they can best use the application. That comes under UX. Got the idea? The color combination. You see, when you see Amazon, right, you should feel that it is a very good application. How do you get that feel? From the UX side. And you should feel that it's very easy to use the application. How do you get that? From the UX point of view. Got it? UI is
Yes,
all
sir.
about
Yes,
elements, but UX is all about, the understanding the behavior of the customers and designing the pages in such a way that they use this application in an effective manner and easy manner. That is UX. That's how the work of the UX guys depends on. Okay, they come up with kind of, and that's all about, coloring stuff and all. UI is not coloring. UI is like user interface, how to interact, whether it should be a button or it should be a drop down. That is UI, but how it should be presented is UX. Got it? Clear, everyone?
yes, sir. Yeah, yes, sir.
Yeah, great, good question, guys. Keep asking me such kind of questions, okay, so that a lot of knowledge can be shared here. Fine. Then the next thing is, I would like to start with at least one element before I take more questions, right? I would like to take one of the elements. For example, I'll go with the text fields. I think text fields will be a good example, maybe. Okay, to get started. Just give me a second. My mouse is going here and there and it's clicking there, so it's creating some different maps. Fine. Okay, I'll go with the text fields because a lot of people understand text fields in the UI part. I'll expand this text fields. A checklist will come. The moment I expand this checklist, this text fields, I'll get a lot of checklist items. You see how much big it is. So if you have to test the text fields at the depth level as part of UI part, this many items will come. For example, text box or text area. Okay. So as per the UI design, the application should be, as per the UI, the application should be of which type? It should be a text box field. Okay. So that's the first check I'm doing. Okay. Whether it is a text box or text area, I'll check. Okay. It's a text box. Fine. That check is done. Next check. Correct labels are displayed for the text fields. Okay. As per the requirements, it has to be a text box field. Okay. There are different type of text fields, right? Like normal text field, like this kind of text field, a text box field, or we have text area fields or disabled fields or whatever it is. But as per the requirements, it's a proper text box field or not. Let's say this is a text box field as per the requirement. So that is passed. Next thing is that, do you have a proper label text provided before that text field? Okay. Do you have the proper label? Correct labels are displayed or not? Let's see. E-mail address. Yes, correct label is there. Okay. I'll check that. I'll also make sure spelling is good or not. Okay. If I'm conscious about label texts are aligned properly with the text fields. Are this particular text aligned properly with the text box fields? Do you see any discrepancies here? Like there is some mismatch between, the alignment of the text box fields and labels. Do you see any discrepancies, or the layout looks good only? What do you say, guys? For this text box field, this particular label is aligned properly or not? Anyone can answer. Aligned properly or not? Looks good, aligned properly. I can see the chat box here. Okay, it's aligned properly. Okay, looking good. So no issues. That thing is also done. Read only text field should not accept any text. In this case, is this application text box field is a read only? If it is read only, there should be some text and it cannot be editable or something like that. I can show you the read only, how the read only looks like. I have one application where I have different type of UI elements created. You can go through this, guys. You can go through this application page that I have designed for you, where you can see different type of UI elements. Okay, so you see here disabled read only. Read only is somewhere here we have read only. Can you see this read only text box field? If it, as per the requirements, if it is read only text box field, we should be able to read the text and we should not be able to edit it. I am trying to edit. Can I edit it? No, I'm not able to edit it. That means it's working fine. But as per my requirements here in this application, this account login email address field is not a read only, so I don't have to worry about this checklist item. Okay, I don't have to verify this. Okay, if it is a read only text box field, then only it should not accept text. If it is normal text box field, then I have to do the test like this. I have to verify whether I'm able to enter some text because it's not read only. That's what I will do in a reverse way. Then disabled. There may be some text box fields. As per the requirements, they should be in disabled state. Okay. For such kind of disabled text box fields, these are the checklist items. Check for any pre-populated values. Okay. For example, here are there any disabled text box fields here? You see, disabled text box field is there here. In some disabled text box fields, right? Some text also will be there. Okay. So, but if it has to be there, it is there or not. We have to check. Should be grayed out. Is a disabled text box field grayed out? Yes, it is got grayed out as per the requirements. Let's assume. Then disabled text box field should not accept any text. If I try to enter any text into the disabled, I am not able to enter the text. Like that, one by one, I am checking, guys. Okay. For different type of text fields, I am checking this. For this particular text field, I don't have to verify this. Okay. I don't have to verify all this stuff. Okay. So I have to verify in a reverse way. It should not be grayed out. Okay, it should not, it should accept the text. I have to verify like that. Okay, should be editable. I should be able to modify and all. I have to check in a different way. Okay, for enabled, anyhow the things will come. Enabled text should accept the text that I already have done. Enabled text for generally, if you have a text box field inside a form, do you think this is a form? This is a form or not? What do you say, guys? It is a form or not? Login form or not? How many of you feel that this particular thing is a part of a form where I enter the email address, password, and click on the login button? Form will be submitted to the server. Yes, it is a form, right? It is a form. Okay, it is a form. So I can confirm that using the UI also. Right click, select inspect option. One of the element you take and right click inspect, guys. Okay, one of the thing you take and just select inspect option. I inspected the email address field, and the HTML code is coming here. And if I go to the top, I'm getting a form tab. Okay. So this is part of the form. All these elements are, you see, when I hover the mouse, you can see that. Okay, in the form, all this highlighted area on the UI is nothing but a form. If you go to the register account page, same form will be there. Different form will be with many fields will be there. Okay. Whenever you see some button here to submit the details of the text box fields, that is nothing but indirectly, internally it is a form. Okay. So for the fields which are inside the text box fields, generally on the UI pages, if the text box fields are there, they should have some placeholders. Anyone know what is a placeholder mean? I'm going to type here placeholder. What is mean by a placeholder text? Placeholders. Holder. Okay, what is mean by a placeholder? Anyone know? What is
Watermark.
a placeholder? No, it's not a watermark. Watermark is different. That is for a different purpose. Help text. You can say it as a help text. Or some people have already hint to the user in, almost there. Okay. So help text kind of stuff. Okay. You see here, not just the label, not just by looking at the label. Before I type something, can you see some text inside this text box field in a gray color? Email address. Here inside the password field also, there in some without before I type something, there is some text here. the gray color, grayish color, light grayish color, password kind of thing, your email address kind of thing. This is called as a help text or placeholder text. Okay, it is called as a placeholder. So if you inspect this text box field, you will have an attribute known as placeholder, and whatever the placeholder help text that should be part of this, that should be there in this email address, right? The advantage here is user will understand that because if there is a very big form like this, for example, in the register page, if there is a very big form, this people doesn't understand. They may misunderstand what they are going to type. By when they click here, you see first name hint is there, hint text or help text or placeholder text, whatever you say. Before typing, I can see that first name was there, so I type my first name. Here, without looking at the label, I can know that in this text box field I have to type my last name because last name placeholder is there. Once I start typing, that placeholder text will disappear. Here you see email address is there, arun@gmail.com. Okay. By looking at the placeholder text, I can understand what I have to enter into this text fields. Okay. Here password is there. I know that I have to enter the password and password. Okay, like that, all the text fields as per the thing should have the placeholder text. Okay, they should have the placeholder text. Then pre-populated values. Some text fields, okay, should if as per the requirement, if the text box should come when you open the application page. For example, if I open omaya.blogspot.com, there is one such kind of text box field. By default, even I have not entered any text, it has come with a preloaded text. Can you see that? It is coming with a preloaded text. Okay, so as per the requirements, some pre-populated values should come in. It should come. Okay, pre-populated values. Insert cursor for enabled text fields. This particular text field is in enabled state. For example, this search text box field is in a enabled state. How to confirm that? If I click on this, cursor should blink here. That means it's enabled. Okay. Then red hashtag symbol for mandatory fields. If that particular text box field, for example, here a lot of text box fields are there. If they are mandatory, what should be provided? Hashtag symbol should be provided. Okay. So then mandatory fields should not accept blank values. If I try to, if I not enter anything and click on continue, it should give me a message. First name must be between 1 and 32. And if I give some spaces and all continue, it should not even intake spaces also. Okay, like that many checks will be there. Okay, size of the characters it should accept. So there is one test, like this first name field, if I don't enter and press enter, I'm getting a warning message saying first name must be between 1 and 32. If you try to provide more than 32 or less than 1, you should get this warning message, right? So try to provide more than 32 characters. So that is another check. Size of the characters it should accept is 32. If it is according to the requirements also that you got from the client that 32 characters can be entered, you can check with that. If you try to enter more than 32, what is happening, you have to check. Width and height of the text fields. You have to verify the height and width of the text field. There are some tools, guys. Okay, there are some useful tools in the market. You can put a scale here and find out what is the height and width. Sometimes in our user stories or requirements we get for the particular fields, right? The beginning stages, you will get the height and width of the fields they should have. Okay, as per the UI requirements and all. Okay, so according to the requirements, you have to put a scale here and find out. It may be required for you. Okay, there are some tools in the market. If you really want some tools, here is my YouTube playlist where I created one useful playlist on useful tools that every software tester can use. I'll just show you that. There will be something like Control F, useful tools for software testers. If you go here, a lot of tools are there, guys. You can learn a lot of tools here. There are a lot of tools here using which you can check the height and width. There is a tool like page ruler. If you install this, you can understand what is the height, width, and all those stuff. And many other tools are there, guys. According to your requirements, you can use. Okay, but the scale is enough. Just to find the height and width, you can use a scale. You see measure it is there. Measure it. You can use this tool or add-on for measuring the height and width. Okay, I'm not going depth there, but I'm just giving you a heads up. Like if you really need this to learn all these useful tools to make your life easy, you can get these tools, guys. Okay, there are a lot of Chrome extensions and all those stuff, and you can use them. Okay, fine. Next thing is acceptance of characters, numbers, and symbols. Okay, there may be some fields. For example, here telephone field is there. It should accept only the numbers. Let's say if I try to enter the alphabets or some symbols, right, it should not accept. If it is accepting, and click on continue button. If it is intaking without giving any warning message, there is a defect in this. Okay, as per the requirements, it should accept only numbers, but here it's accepting all the stuff. I can report a defect against that by checking that. Check for formatted text box. What is formatted text box? Anyone know what is formatted text box means? Guys, anyone know what is formatted text box means? Yes, Vishwa Reddy, wave tool for accessibility testing. Okay. Can anyone do anyone know what is formatted text box field means? Formatted text box field. What is that? Anyone know about that? Try to. I'm looking at your chat box. Either you can speak or you can type in the chat box. Multi-line in which we can write style. Yeah. Date field. Yes, date field is one of the formatted text field. Okay. So there may be some applications where they will beforehand itself they'll show you some format, guys. Okay. Like you have to type like this. For example, in some US telephone number field. Okay. How the US telephone field will look like? Telephone text field. Okay. If I take this UI, I'll say UI formatted one. I'll just take an example, formatted one. Okay, so I'll take some images and show you. Yeah, here. Can you see this thing here? Phone number. Is it formatted or not? It's not in a single box. Rather, you see, first three letters of your US phone number will go here. Second three numbers of your US phone number will go here. Last four digits of your US phone number will go here. In some cases, you see, it's not formatted. This particular thing is not formatted, but this one is formatted. When you are not going to type plus symbol and circular bracket here, ending circular bracket, you are not going to type. How it's going to happen, guys? When you type the numbers, automatically plus symbol will come, automatically this circular brackets will come, automatically these hyphens will come. But if it is not formatted, then whatever the numbers you will type, it will come like this. Okay, if it is formatted, it will come in a proper format. Automatically it will consider this format. You just have to enter the numbers 16502515321. If you type this, it will automatically take this format. Now understand, guys, everyone understand what is a format? OTP also, hyphen 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 hyphen. Okay, SSN numbers. For such kind of fields, right, they'll give a format. Okay, that format only in which we have to enter the number. Normal text box field, there's no format. In formatted text box field, there's a format in which you have to enter the numbers or enter some text. Okay. So SSN, Nagavani, what is SSN means? Social security number in US. Like we have Aadhaar card number, unique security number, like that. In US they have SSN numbers. Okay, social security number they call it as. Yes. Yeah, maybe Vishwa is right, like PAN in India, maybe. Okay. Yeah, SSN. If you want to find out more, we have ChatGPT with us. Okay, we can compare. How can we compare SSN in US with Indian? Let's say, let's see. Other system. They are saying with other system. Okay. Okay, Vish was saying PAN, but I was like confused, like whether it was PAN or. Okay, so it's related to Aadhaar, guys. Okay, when you compare SSN of in SS social security number in US is like Aadhaar number in India, but in India no one maintains that, right? So right, in India everyone public is different, public non-educated everything is there. So the other numbers are open, but in US they are very strict in sharing the SSN number. They will not share it here and there. Okay. So in India also the the Aadhaar number also there are some ways, okay, in how you have to submit the document, which type of document, other type of original documents to whom you can provide, and all security aspects are there. Should not be providing it like to every travel agent or something like that. Okay, so like for example to banks you can provide your Aadhaar, original Aadhaar, but for travel agent you cannot give your original Aadhaar card. Okay, that will create problems for you in the future. Okay, in the future, so we have to make sure. But in India education is less, so it's happening. People go with their original Aadhaar and get the things done, but that should not be the case. But in US people are educated and they do that. Okay, they keep their SSN kind of very secure. Okay. Yeah, masked kind of thing is there. Masked Aadhaar is there in India, guys. Okay. How many of you people know that there is a masked Aadhaar concept? Like if you have to give a Aadhaar to your travel agent, you don't have to give the original Aadhaar. You can create a masked Aadhaar and give that kind of stuff. Still, they can use it for your travel purposes and all. You don't have to upload a original Aadhaar there. Okay. So that awareness should come up. Fine, that's okay. Then many things we are learning anyhow. Formatted text box, you didn't know, most of the people doesn't know, now you got to know. Browse button text fields, you see there are some text fields like which look like this browse button text fields. Okay. uh, if it has to be a browse button, for example, choose file, browse button, what is that browse button text field? I don't remember actually. Browse button, yeah, in some applications if you go to Firefox you will get that. Actually in Chrome browser you're not getting, but if you go to Firefox browser, you may get it. Okay, so let me go to the Firefox and open this omega.blogspot.com. Some browsers will display different things in different ways. So it's been a while I use Firefox browser, it seems. I'm habituated to use Chrome browser, guys. Okay, so somehow from long time. Maybe I'll scroll down and you see browse button. Okay, browse button. Is there some text field? Okay, I don't remember. Like there may be some situations where you will see a text field beside the browse button, such kind of things. Okay, if as per the requirements, you have to verify that. And after browsing, how the text fields are showing and all. Scroll bar for text fields. If you go for some text fields like this text area fields, and there, if you have some scroll kind of stuff will be there for some kind of text fields. Okay, for some kind of text fields, some scroll bars will be there. Okay, you can scroll and check. I can also get it here. I'll just show you how to get it. I'll just make the size of this a bit less, and then just give me a second. Then I keep entering something. Are you getting a scroll bar here? Okay, this is what is a scroll bar. For the text fields, are you getting the scroll bars or not? And they are working properly or not? Selecting text inside the text fields using Shift plus arrow key. Selecting the text inside the text fields by using Shift plus arrow. Let's see. Shift and arrow. I'm able to select. Okay, you see, I can keep the cursor here and Shift key and down key. I'm able to select the text. Are you able to do that? That's one thing. Like that, many things I have done. A lot of R&D for you guys. I think in this single session I cannot cover all this stuff. Maybe I have to plan more webinars. Right, on this UI testing checklist, I have to plan a lot of webinars. But for this webinar, I'll take at least this text fields. So we can change the topic name like UI testing checklist for text fields. Okay, for now. Maybe I need to do a lot of webinars here on UI testing checklist, which will take a lot of time for me because you will be learning a lot of stuff here. A lot of terminologies there like placeholders, formatted text fields, okay, many other stuff, and browse button, scroll bar, selecting text inside the text fields using shift arrow is done. So whether you can enter the special characters into the text fields or not, whether you can, you see, these are all the things. Okay, invalid email address, if you enter into the email address fields, what is happening? Leading spaces, trailing spaces, leading spaces and trailing spaces are something like this. Go to this tutorials ninja or something. I'll show you what is leading and trailing spaces here. So here I have to search for something and just giving leading spaces. You see, I'm not directly typing HP here. Before HP, I'm just giving some spaces, then HP and then spaces. The spaces that are coming before the HP are called as leading spaces. The spaces which are coming after the HP are called as trailing spaces. Okay, those are leading and trailing spaces. So what is happening when you enter the leading and trailing spaces? When you try to enter the data, you can do that. For example, here you are trying to register into a page, and when you enter the first name, give some leading space, give Arun, and give space and try to enter. Is it accepting or not? It's trimming this. It should trim actually. In real time, it should trim the stuff. Okay, leading and trailing, it should trim. Whether it is trimming properly or not, we have to see. Multiple spaces. If you enter and try to press submit or something, single space, blank. Try to enter all this type of values into the text fields and check what's happening. Okay, keep it blank, don't enter anything. Enter a single space, enter multiple spaces and try to submit the form or whatever it is. Give leading and trailing spaces before and after the text. invalid email address, try to enter. And there is one useful, very useful tool, guys, okay, that I have come across that will save a lot of time while performing the testing, UI testing. I'll just show you the tool here. Just give me a second. Which will help you a lot in saving. It will save you a lot of time, guys, okay, while performing that testing. The tool name is Bug Magnet, I guess so. Bug Magnet, if I remember it properly, it is a Bug Magnet. If I install that Bug Magnet, so, and when I press here Bug Magnet, is it so? Get on Chrome. Yeah, that is the tool that I'm talking about. I'll show you how it will be useful. Just give me a second. After installing, I can show you that. Okay. So it has taken me to the Google Chrome store, and I'm just adding to the Chrome. Just add extension. I'm almost done, guys, with this. Now I'll be open to your doubts. Just give me a second. I'll be completing with this Bug Magnet, and after that, okay, I'm just enabling it. So Bug Magnet is now installed. Now what I'll do here is I'll just try to refresh here once, and I'll go to the first name field. I'll write here. I'm getting a Bug Magnet option because I have installed this Chrome add-on. Earlier, Chrome is not coming with this Bug Magnet options. Now, since I installed Magnet extension or extension, you see when I select Bug Magnet, I'm getting different type of data. I want to enter Chinese data. You see, I'm able to enter Chinese data. Here, I would like to enter. I can check with, you see, this will save a lot of time. For example, enter the names with the different things like commonly thought as invalid, like null. Enter null here. What happens? You can check with the different sets of data. This will save a lot of times for enter number. Okay. So Bug Magnet, text size, with spaces, without spaces. You see, a lot of stuff is there. Payment cards, PayPal related stuff, like say Visa. You want to enter the Visa number. You don't have to Google search and come here and then enter. Install the simple add-on Bug Magnet, and it will make your journey of because whenever you are performing UI testing for text fields, you have to test that with a lot of things. Okay, like this. So to make this process simplified, you can use the tools like Bug Magnet and get the things done, guys. Okay. So here invalid is also there. Some invalid names. If I say names, name length. Okay, are there any invalid thing? Commonly thought as invalid, but not invalid actually. Are there any things like yeah, inject values are also there. Simulate pasting, copy to clipboard, customize menus. Okay. Just give me a second. Let me find it out. Lorem's names, Latin, other characters, Arabic, Unicode, James, fine, numbers. I don't think we have this invalid things here, but is there any other tool I came across for entering the invalid stuff? Okay, for now, some valid stuff is coming, but there may be some tools in this list. Fake filler. This is another one. It will fill for you basically. Okay, fake filler is one such kind of tool. Just give me a second, guys. I'll just show you. Generating realistic random useful. This is also you can use. Okay, you can try this out. You can watch this video and you can try it out, guys. Okay, generating realistic random user data. Then, so while you are testing this form, if you want to test in a, every time you have to enter the details, right? If you want to already tested this form, so you don't want to waste your time in filling the form. So then you can go with this tool. That is generating realistic random data tool. Okay, that will help you. And coming to the fake filler is there. Fake filler is another one. So it will fill some fake information and get the things done. But I used to see some invalid data with some of the tool, but I'm not able to find it out which tool it was. Where you can enter some valid data, invalid data. Maybe this tool itself, but I don't really remember. Okay, password. Let's try this. Only the normal things are coming, right? Okay. Yeah, here for URLs it is coming as invalid. Okay, not for everything. For in email address invalid. This is what I now remember. Okay, not for everything. But there are, for example, when you are testing the email address here, okay, let's say you are testing this email address field. Now I want to test with different invalid email address fields. So go to here and go to invalid instead of valid. Here valid things are like this, and go to invalid and say @node1, okay, without then, and continue. Are you getting a proper message or not? Okay, check that. And after that, go here, right click here, go to the bug magnet, and go to the email address field. Again, go to invalid and missing symbol. Okay, this time continue. You should get a warning message like that, guys. Okay, so it will make your job easy. Okay, fine. Yeah, sure. You can watch this recording, guys. Later, I'll upload it here and there. Okay, so don't worry about that. You just follow our Telegram group. Here we have a Telegram group, guys. Okay, just join this Telegram group. I'll just update you when this recording is ready to watch. Okay. One minute. So any doubts now? It's your turn now, guys. It's your turn now. So just be there. I'm going to share you some useful stuff at the end of the session. Okay, be there. The people who stay till the end, right? I'll share you something. Okay. Just
Hi,
and
Arun.
here it
I
goes.
have a query.
Yeah.
How much it is useful or feasible to do this kind of or this basic or deep level of UI testing using
So I told you
automation?
already, right? In the beginning, I told you this kind of testing you cannot do in the beginning of the project. Okay. When you are in a hurry burry, you cannot do that. Okay. The
No,
main
no. My
so.
question
Hmm.
is it like feasible to do this kind of testing using that Selenium automation, or is it we have to do it by look and feel by our own? Do you
You
think?
see, if you go into automation, we have
Hmm.
a different stuff. Okay, so like we have some tools in the market, like
Hmm.
visual eyes kind of tools. Okay,
Okay.
uh, okay. So some kind of tools are there. Sorry for that. Okay, so that can do the job. Or okay.
Yeah.
So again, can you repeat your question? I got distracted a bit.
So my question was like, how do you think like this kind of this level of UI testing is feasible with
Automation.
automation? Yeah, yeah.
In automation, it is possible with the help of some tools are there, but everyone who doesn't use that visual
Mhm.
eyes or something. They'll say for automation, you can use with Selenium ID, etc. Okay, so let's see. We like Apply tools. Apply tools. Sorry, I remember that now. Visual AI testing. Okay, there are some AI testing tools like Apply tools. Okay, where the requirement screenshot will be there, and that will be checked to your application every day. The expected screenshot or wireframe of your page and the actual that is coming up. Okay, they both will be matched, and if there are any different things, okay, if they are different, it will report us. Okay, so how to do that and all, you have to go through this documentation. Okay, there is a
Yeah, yeah.
possibility in Selenium automation also. You can include this apply tools, and you can explore more about these apply tools. You can superpower if you are using Selenium ID, you can add this as an additional things. Okay, apply tools kind of stuff, and try that, but it's not completely free, I guess. Okay, you see extension for Chrome and Firefox is there. Okay, you can try it out.
Okay.
Okay, so enable visual checkpoints, and so how to do that, at what level we can do that visual testing is something that we have to think about much. Okay, so I'll also make a note of that, because I have not dig deep into this R&D part of the visual AI testing of UI. Okay, but there is a way. But this one I can tell you now. But visual AI testing, how to do that practically and all, I cannot show you now because I have not done any R&D on that. But I'm just showing you a way, or you can watch some YouTube videos of Apply tools of how to do that. You'll definitely get that. Okay.
Okay. Thanks.
Yeah. Fine. Yeah. Any other questions, guys? Some questions are already there in the chat box, but I prefer you ask me the questions voice, using your voice. Okay, because I cannot go through the chat box every time, and one by one you guys can ask your questions, guys. Okay, I'm just accepting everyone. If anyone want to come to stage and unmute yourself and ask me the questions, this is the right time. Okay, so I'll accept and you can ask me the questions. So anyone have any other questions? You can ask me. I'll just yeah. Any questions, guys? So
Yes, sir.
yeah, please.
Yeah, sir, I wanted to ask, we need to write the manual test cases for the GUI testing?
Yes, it's okay to do that. Okay, you can create a checklist. Okay, first better you create a mind map. Okay, but if for every field, if you write like this, right, it will be very difficult, right? For example, there will be a lot of text box fields, username text box fields. This many checklists you cannot write, right? Again, for password, you cannot write. Maybe you can maintain this in a separate sheets, like text fields, and then single test case you can write saying that perform UI testing according to this checklist given. Okay, for the username text field, that single test case you can write, and all this you cannot repeat for every text field, right? You got my idea what I'm saying?
Yes, yes, sir.
You generally create test cases, right? In the test cases, you simply write down a line, right? Check the UI part of this. Okay, single line will be there. Okay.
And we can compare with mock-up screens. Anyway, they will be
Yes,
providing
definitely.
UI screens.
Yes, that
So,
also comes
yeah.
under UI testing only. Okay, comparing with mockup, that is a nothing but requirement, right?
Yes,
Mockup is nothing but a requirement. Requirements will come in different formats. Sometimes in an explanatory text format, they will come. What should be the height?
UI.
What should be the weight? And also, they will give you a mockup screen, and the whatever your developer have developed screen, right? That should match with the mockup screen. If there is any difference, you have to report defects, or you have to conduct some meetings and get it done.
Okay, general question, Arun. While giving
Yeah.
estimates, do we need to include this UI testing efforts, or we need to write efforts for this functionality only?
Hmm. Okay. You see, efforts means it depends. Okay. So, for example, uh, these days we are working in agile, right?
Yes.
So in the requirements itself, they will mention. Okay. So in the requirements, they will mention like you have to perform UI also, UI testing also. You have to perform what should be the height, width. In that case, you have to include the efforts.
Yes, got it. For UI developer ticket, we'll be providing UI testing related efforts, right?
Yes,
Yes.
definitely. You have to provide the efforts. Okay. So in the
Yes.
UI, because UI is also important. You see, there were some situations that have faced where the applications was working properly, but there are some small mistakes that developers were ignoring it. Okay. So it's a small spelling mistake. Let's do it later, kind of stuff. Okay. But when the product went to the higher people, higher level people who oversee the things in our company, right? Then I was sitting before that person, and I was saying that the application is not good at all. I was asking, okay, so we already have created quality report, all this, and they were given lower preference, but that person has a different perspective, saying that this should be given higher priority. Okay, whatever the client sees is the UI, not your functionality. He was saying, okay, initially you'll check your UI, then you'll go for the functionality. He's saying, okay, so a kind of feeling you will get, right? The initial first feeling, okay, that comes from the UI. So it all depends. Like for example, let's say I'm going to give a presentation. I'm not dressed well, and I'm in a different style, and my way of presentation is good, but the way I dress is not good. You'll get a different feeling, right? Basically, okay. That's what is UI is all about. Okay, so we should definitely give efforts for the UI testing. That's what I feel. But
Okay.
here, this is a detailed UI checklist. This is a detailed UI checklist. So this much of time you may not get initially, right? You have to take some time out and then do it at whenever you get some time. Priorities are done, then you have to go it. Okay, maybe high level checklist of these items you can do that, and not high priority checklist items you can do it later, basically. Okay, when you have time. But it's worthwhile to give some efforts related to UI testing, because you can educate your clients and all, saying that UI testing should be given priority, because a lot of small mistakes, you see, if you see some shows and all, right, if there are some small mistakes in the banners they do, right, they will lose the offers. Okay, some kind of programs like Shark Tank, etc., right, where people come with their business ideas, and in the whatever the presentations they do, right, if the sharks find, the people who are going to invest find some small spelling mistakes, they can identify that this company is not a good company. Okay, they'll stop themselves from investing there. Okay, even though business model is good. So it's so important, that is, so it's better to include the timelines, and if the client accepts, you are very lucky. Okay. And there may be some discussions saying that we cannot give so much of time. Then you can prioritize this UI testing checklist and do it accordingly. Okay, not every time you have to complete the entire UI testing checklist, right? So sometimes it's not possible to test everything, so we have to prioritize here also. Similar to test cases, here also checklist will be very huge, and you have to prioritize. And at a high level, I would like to show you. So how many checklist items are there? You say spelling for text spelling mistakes and grammatical mistakes and all these things are there. For everything, there are some tools here. Okay, I cannot take up in single session, but maybe I'll try to take a series of webinars in the coming days, UI testing checklist webinars. Okay, and I'll take you through one. Today I was able to do only text
Arun?
fields. Okay. Yes.
Yeah, I have a doubt,
Yes.
a general doubt. How developers are ensuring whether the UI is working fine? How they are just put the user story in testing? Because sometimes some of the user stories are not done smoke testing itself, but they are putting everything in testing. But when it comes to our testing side, we have to
Hmm.
do review with POs. How the developers are
You have to do what when
in
it comes to your side? What is that challenge?
when it comes to our testing side, we have to do review with POs, product owners.
Ah, okay. Yes, yes, correct, correct. Yes,
Uh,
definitely. You see,
how
developers
develop how
actually
develop
what should happen here is they have to go with a step-by-step process. Developers have to share the wireframes. UI UX people will be there, right? They have to share some wireframes sometimes and then get it approved before it comes to the testing side. But that may not happen in some companies. Okay, so that's where problem will go on to the tester side, where testers have to take the responsibility of say having a lot of meetings and discussing that this is like that, it's okay or not, kind of stuff. Okay, that will
yeah,
happen. Okay, it
yeah,
depends on project to project. If the project is following a proper process, you will not face that heat. But if the project that you are in is not following a process, then all these things will go on to the head on the head of the testers if developers are not taking care of that.
yeah, yes. In the sense, because the UI developers are doing UI alone,
Yes,
API
yes.
testers are doing API service.
So what software testers can do here is we should not sit idle from the beginning of the project. If you are having the access to the UI or UX team, right? So the moment you get that wireframes from them, before they develop something, what you have to do is you have to start working on that. Okay, you have to compare that wireframes or UI frames, that is like a brochures kind of stuff, right, that I talk about, with the requirements. Are they matching or not? If they're not matching, immediately you have to take the responsibility and then have a meeting with your POC or whatever the product owner or whatever business people, and then discuss with them, this is what you want or not, or there are any changes in the UI part. Okay, you have to get that thing, and if required you have to report the defects and get it fixed by the UX team, and they have to give you proper wireframes. So testing will not stop only after the application development is done. We have to start from requirement phase itself, starting from the requirements, understanding the requirements, and foreseeing whether these requirements are properly being converted into the proper design wireframes, design screens before real application screens are not created by the UI team. UX team is creating a proper wireframes or not. We have to be part of everything. Okay, and next phase is like this will be converted to the HTML kind of HTML code kind of stuff will be there, where the look and feel of the button will be there in the UX screens, but that has to be converted into HTML code. Is that properly the transformation from that UX screen, approved UX screen, is matching with the application screen or not? That is another level. Okay, once application screen is there, then functioning properly or not is another level. Like many layers of testings are there here, depends on project to project. In one of the project I worked, I was there from the beginning of the project, where starting from the requirements, discussing with the client. Okay, and I also had done some mistakes where initially I trusted the UI UX team, thinking that they will understand the requirements well and design the wireframes and UI stuff in a proper way. But what happened was, in the first module of that project, there were 6 modules. In the first module, that went wrong. Okay, our belief went wrong, and then we got an idea, let's not do this. Okay, from the second module, let's go from the requirements, and then whether the UX team is doing in a proper job or not. We sat with the UX team and get the most of the things done. Otherwise, we have reported some defects. We have done some client end-to-end calls, POC calls with product owners and all, get the things done. That happened for us in one of the project. Okay, got the idea what to do and all.
Yeah, yes, Arun. Thanks.
This is how we have to take care. We have to take the leadership. Test-driven kind of development should be there. Okay,
Yes.
test-driven stuff should be there in such kind of projects where UI UX people do some mistakes, and we have to identify beforehand. Before that, wrong design gets developed into some application functionality. Okay.
Yeah, and another general question: how
Hmm.
the market should be for testers in upcoming days and upcoming years?
Yeah, market is good. So like other areas we have like developers and all. Here a lot of differences are happening. Here is earlier the expectations for software testers were very less. When I was in the beginning days of my career, right, the expectations were very simple, like there were some job openings for manual testers separately. But do you see anything like that today? Just manual testers, we need
No,
manual
no,
testers? No.
no.
Then what happened for us was, after 3 or 4 years of me having an experience, people started asking for automation. Okay, it can be UFT tool, or say at that time UFT was popular, so UFT tool automation they were expecting for after that. Okay, they were expecting both manual and automation. Okay, then came the time where Selenium programming they were expecting. Okay, then came the time of API knowledge they are expecting now. So like that, the market is changing now. What they are expecting is behind AI, that is, they're also expecting you to have some development skills. Okay, so that they can use you in all the ways as possible. Okay, so there are some kind of roles getting created like SDET roles, where 80% of the task will be testing tasks, but 20% will be development tasks. Okay, it's not compulsory, but there are some roles like security tester role is there, their development is not required. Performance testing is there, specialization is required. It depends on your situation, but market is already it's good. Okay, so when automation came, people who used to say that software testers will vanish because automation tool is going to replace all the software testers. These days when I talk to CEOs and all, right, they were saying like people were asking more doubts about whether AI will replace us, right? AI thing has come up, so will it replace us? So the simple thing is, everyone in the industry and the CEOs and all those people that I talked to, right, they were simply saying that AI is not going to replace us, but if you don't learn AI, then there is a problem. We have to use leverage AI, and on the top of that, we work. As simple as, if you are going to send an email, if you're not using an AI tool for sending an email, your job is at risk. Okay, your productivity will increase when you use AI tools along with your job. That's what is the expectation nowadays. Apart from that, there's no difference, guys. Okay, so earlier, if I remember my days where when I have to send an email, a proposal email to the client, I used to spend the entire day from morning to evening and write the email in such a way that to impress the client. But now it is required. No, if you learn the AI tools and you know how to write the prompts and all, then you can do it right in a proper way. So that learning is required. Leveraging the AI tool for software testing activities or tasks is required nowadays. Okay, and at same time, your direction should go in the development side also, not just stopping with some API automation, Selenium, and all those stuff. Development side also you have to start working on. Okay, you have to daily increase your skill set and all. Earlier we felt that okay, that is already overloading, manual and automation. Now things happen like manual, automation, and API. Now it's even more overloading where this development thing came into picture. It may even go further also, but testing role will be there, but with different skill set they will be expecting. That's the answer.
Yeah, thanks,
More
Arun.
skills, testing role with more skill set is what they are expecting now. And one more update I would like to give you about the current market is not dull, guys. Why you are not getting the jobs is not just because the IT is down. It's not like that. IT is up only. But the problem here is, after corona, what happened was, a lot of companies started hiring more people than what they want or need. So because of which, a kind of situation came where projects were limited, demand was less, and number of people who they recruited is high. So because of that, we are seeing layoffs here and there, and we are in a kind of situation where we feel that the jobs are not secured anymore. But the main mistake was done by the companies where they thought that more projects will happen and more people may be required. So with that intentions and expectations, they recruited a lot of people, and now they don't know what to do with that people. That's the reason nowadays we are seeing a lot of hiring freeze and a lot of layoffs and all those stuff. But but it will get at some point of time it will get settled down, but we don't know what is the time. But we everyone is expecting that to happen around April to July or August kind of range. Okay, so that is the current situation we have for the market to settle up. Okay, with enough number of resources and all, and getting more projects and the thing. That's what is the latest update after talking to one CEO and all. Okay, so the same questions are coming like, will AI replace me? Software testing future is there or not? What is the current status of the IT job market? Not just us, right? Even developers are also facing the heat. Everyone is facing the heat, guys. Okay, so we are with everyone, and but we should not lose the hope, and we should continue our learning, and we have to get to a situation where there may be some time will come where a lot of openings will again start, and by that time, now the expectations are very high, the competition is very high. So we should raise our expectations in such a way that we should not be a normal tester, we should be a tester with a lot of skill set. Okay, that's the thing.
Yeah,
Any other
thanks.
questions?
Yeah,
Yeah,
thanks, Arun. I just one last question about you. How are you managing your day? Because I'm getting impressed by seeing you.
how am I managing my day?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Because I know tomorrow morning you have a session.
Hmm.
So yeah, how are you managing your days? Now the
Yeah,
time is
that's,
9:15.
you see, you are the one who understood me. So I'm into very much stress, guys. Okay, I'm not like superhuman kind of person. Like I face a lot of stress. Okay, so I go through the stress. At the earlier days, right, when people used to talk about stress, right, I used to feel, what is this stress? Now I experience that. Okay, so I take a lot of stress, and till I'm not doing. You see, if you go with me, like evening hour sessions, I don't do, because I know the what happens when you get stressed out. Okay, stress has played a very big role in my life. At some point of time, I was off from this. Okay, so it's been 4 to 5 years. I'm in this journey of uh, journey of this creating content for everyone, and training journey and all. So maybe there were some places where I took some break because the levels of my steps went higher. But what's happening with me is like the passion that I have to a passion that I have to teach the people, or to create content is more higher than what stress is causing me. But nowadays I'm okay. Okay to take some stress levels out, and I'm like time management stuff I'm focusing on, and sometimes things will not be done. That's okay. I schedule the stuff. I plan the things in advance. Okay, and yeah, you see, sometimes I'll not get satisfied, but I should accept the situations. Okay, so fine. Okay, today is enough. Okay, whatever I have done is enough. Okay, so sometimes I feel that my everyday, right, I feel like I don't have so much of time. Okay, I wish that I have a lot of time. So by the time I start in the morning, then I see it's already evening. What happened to the day? So that kind of situations I am in, but there is no perfect answer for your question, but that is my current situation. I'm trying to handle my stress levels and trying to do my best without compromising my passion. That's what I can say at this moment. I'm doing my
Yeah,
best.
yeah,
Okay.
thanks, Arun.
Yeah, stress is there. Stress is there for sure. Even I'm going through stress, and how to overcome that. I do a lot of meditation. Sometimes I go into Zen mode, and just turn off everything and just wake up after 2 hours, something like that. Okay, so I do some like exercise and all those stuff, because without that, right, if I keep sitting before the machine and do all this stuff, right, passion is there, but behind the passion, I have to make my body ready for take these sessions, they have this energy and all. It's not so easy, guys. Okay, as I tell you now, it's not so easy. The lifestyle also is important in our life, because I'm now almost around 40 years. Okay, just 3 4 months I'll become 40. Okay, so the when I was at like 25 26, right, the body type I have to manage or is handling the stress was good. Okay, I used to spend and think like, okay, my body is okay, I can work like anything. Now, if I do the same thing that I have done at 25 years of age, I'll be in trouble, guys. Okay, so I know that what point I have to stop. Okay, then at that time I'll take a break and then come back again and then do the stuff. Okay, and I do some meditation, pranayam and all those stuff, and some walking exercises, whatever the ways. Okay, and distract myself and into other stuff, play with the kids or whatever it is. At same time, incline, because you see sometimes what happens is I also get distracted. I'm not a superhuman. I'll get distracted with some movies or something. Okay, I cut down the stuff slowly. I'll cut down the stuff like, okay, I should not get distracted. Okay, so I come back, no matter how many times I fail, I come back. Okay, that is a formula I use. Today, let's say at the end of the day, I'm not feeling that much satisfied with the work I have done today. So I'll not feel down. Tomorrow I'll again fight it back and get the things done. Okay. So that kind of approach, no, even it's not only applied for the work here, but exercise also. One day if I miss, I don't miss the next day. I'll go and do some exercises, or exercise can be anything. Just move your body, guys. That's it. Don't worry, exercise is only going to gym. Okay, it can be as simple as a walk, or it can be as simple as doing some stretches. It can be as simple as doing some breathing exercises, simple breathing exercise like this, being conscious of how to breathe in and breathe out. Okay, unlom willom kind of stuff will help you to stress down, to take the stress out. Okay, but I am not that much expert, but I do whatever I need. Okay, and at this also I stress out about some, there is some supplementation needed for us, guys. Okay, because our poor lifestyle, right? Lifestyle should be good first, and apart from that we also should take some supplementation. Without that, this kind of lifestyle we cannot lead. Okay, that's what I found out. And minimal supplementation, like everyone has this deficiencies, right? D vitamin, B12 is common now. Why? Because of stress also it will happen. With your stress, your mind will get affected, and with your mind your gut will get affected, and because of your gut, all the vitamins deficiencies you will start getting with that, like B12, acidity problems, and D vitamin problems. Again, you have to dose up that, supplements in the supplement formats, and all those stuff will happen. It's better to break the stress down step by step, so that you know you don't have to go to that supplementation level. If required only, you can take it. Okay, so the root cause for everything is stress. Okay, so make sure that you don't come across that. I know that the IT is like that, we have to work a lot, but make sure that make prepare your body to compromise that stress. Okay, or take care of that stress. Okay, or cool down that stress, whatever it is. Okay, fine. I think it's a very big answer. I can keep talking about that. So I need a separate session for that if you want. How to manage your stress and all those stuff, and my experiences. If you really want, I can do another session, but I cannot tell you everything in this single webinar. Okay, guys. Any other questions? Yeah. Okay. People accepted. Yeah, fine. Any other questions, guys, regarding anything? Okay.
When can we expect next batch?
Batch. You see, we are conducting a crash course. We are going to announce that on maybe tomorrow. We'll announce that. The purpose is that you see, you can join our batch in between. How we are making that possible is on Sat- Saturday, that is 16th and 17th. We are going to conduct a crash course on Selenium Java with whatever the topics we have completed so far, and some more extra topics. Just 2 days crash course kind of stuff at a high level, so that you can sync up with the batch, and no need of waiting for the next batch. Okay, by attending this crash course, you will be ready for understanding all the sessions going ahead. So 16th and 17th, it will be starting from 7 a.m. and it will be like 6+ hours on Saturday and 6+ hours on Sunday, almost 12+ hours on weekends. Fine. That's the plan. So for the ones who, because what we are doing difference in our training programs is, for the people who don't know about training programs, you see here is our Telegram group. You see Javed keep on, our member, okay, marketing member, Javed keep on posting like, we have 3 seats, 4 seats. As part of marketing, he will do that. Okay, if you are interested, you can, you can join this group, and Telegram group. I'll paste if you want. I'll paste in the chat box. Just give me a second, guys. I'll just paste in the chat box, guys. Okay, the Telegram link. 1 minute. Okay. That Telegram group you join, guys, and here Javed will be posting about the batch details. You can join in between, guys. Don't worry, trust me. So what we are going to do this weekend is, for the new joiners who already have joined in between our batch and you are taking our daily sessions, right? We are taking 16th and 17th as a crash course, high level crash course, so that you will sync up with the batch and next sessions you will attend. Understand? You don't have to wait for the next batch, okay? Because our sessions are R&D oriented sessions. They will go very slow, and if you are still waiting for the next batch, you have to wait for months, okay? Every topic we do a lot of R&D, guys, okay? So that's the reason we are going very slow. Our purpose is not just to be like other trainers where they take just 30 days, 60 days. It's an ongoing stuff. We have 3 modules going on starting from Monday to Friday. Monday to Friday is like weekdays, 7 a.m. IST. We have something like, we teach Selenium Java topics, okay, as concepts wise. And Saturday, Sunday will be 7 a.m. Saturdays and Sundays, you can join for, at 7 a.m. you can join for live automation of some challenges. We take some challenges and automate them. And also we are planning to, not started it, but when the time arrives, we are going to start an end-to-end project. We would like to automate an end-to-end project using Selenium Java, okay? With all the test cases are ready, we just have to automate, and framework will evolve over a period of time. Here framework topics will cover, but on Saturday, Sunday thing is like more realistic, job oriented stuff, okay? The implementation. And on Saturday and Sunday in the afternoon, that is at not in afternoon, just before pre-afternoon, that is 11 a.m. IST, and like 1 hour, 1.5 hour or 2 hour session. It may be like that continuous session where we are discussing a lot, okay? I'm training and discussing a lot on software testing, manual part also, okay? This will not be like as usual manual testing. Like lot of discussions will be there, lot of knowledge sharing will be there, and we have very good community support, guys, okay? The people who want to join our batch, right? You can see our community here, how they are sharing the stuff, how they are working together, okay? So you can see here I give a lot of assignments also, which can be doable after the sessions. This is kind of stuff that is happening in our community, WhatsApp community group that you'll be part of. And apart from that, we have this Telegram group. 3 groups are there for 3 modules that we are currently taking, and we are trying to, I got a quotation recently, I liked it, so I just saved it here. We under promise and over deliver, okay? We under promise and over deliver, okay? There is no fixed structure and all, nothing is there. We share the recordings, notes, we'll give the assignments, and whatever the code that I take on that day, I share there in the GitHub links and all. We'll share that, and every day we'll give the assignment so that your confidence will rise. And we have different groups here, okay? Many other stuff, guys, okay? We under promise and over deliver, and a lot of R&D stuff is happening. And every day, after every day session starts at 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. The top training will be done, but from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. doubts clearing is, who will take 1 hour doubts clearing is, okay? That's what is happening with us, okay? Lot of doubts we clear, lot of interview stuff we discuss during our trainings. And just for the cost of rupees 5,000 rupees, because we want to eliminate non-serious people. That was the only aim. We want to provide service behind trainings, okay? So we are not here to just
Have one,
yeah.
hello,
Yes, please.
sir. I have some doubt.
Yeah.
While working in manual testing,
Hmm.
what's my first task? First, you need to create a checklist, or first we need to create test cases.
First you have to understand the requirements.
Yes, sir. Based on the requirement, for example,
There is a software testing life cycle that you have to understand properly, because you say first thing is that you have to understand the requirements. After understanding the requirements, you have to create a list of requirements, testable requirements. Okay, and you have to understand requirements. If you don't understand the requirements, you have to touch base with the POCs and get the understanding of the things done, to avoid the ambiguities and all, or confusions and all. Next step is that you have to create a test plan. In agile we don't need a test plan, but in normal projects, non-agile projects, you need to create a test plan.
so,
Okay.
okay, so test cases is enough for why we go for the checklist. Any other reason?
Checklist means UI testing checklist, you mean to say?
Yes, sir. Today topic
Checklist is an
checklist.
add-on thing. You see, test cases will be enough, but in test cases, what you will write? Check UI of this page. Single test case you will write, right or not? For
Yes,
example, you
yes,
are testing the login functionality. Check the UI of the login functionality you will write.
yes,
But
yes.
But do you need a checklist or not to test this properly? That is nothing but this
Oh,
checklist you can add as part of another tab or something at the end. And for every page, you just repeat this stuff. Whenever you have the based on the time priority and all, you decide that. Okay, so that you
so
can find.
every page we, yes, sir, every page we have to create the separate checklist or any
No,
all
no,
the
no.
pages.
General test checklist you create. For example, text fields. Text. This is a checklist.
Oh, like that. Okay.
Text box fields. This is a checklist. For buttons,
Every
this is a checklist.
each element we have to create
Each
one
UI
checklist.
element, you create a checklist and be ready, so that when you are testing the UI part of the page, right, you go to the appropriate type of element and then verify that. Okay, when
Sir,
you have
okay.
done.
So, sorry, I am your batch in 7 to 80 p.m. batch. 80
Okay.
a.m. batch.
Hmm.
For example, what's our next topic, sir? For example, Selenium, it will complete after within 1 week or 2 week. After
Hmm.
that, when we going to take the framework classes?
Yes, the current situation here is people were in the current students of the batch were asking me to explain XPath and CSS selectors locators in depth. So I came up with this XPath and UI, XPath and CS selectors checklist is there with me, that I'm covering for them now. Okay, so that is taking a lot of time. So and this by this weekend, before this weekend, we'll be completing that XPath and CSS, and then from the next week we'll start the advanced topics of Selenium. And before that advanced topics of Selenium get started from the 18th, right? 16th 17th, for the people who want to join in between can attend this crash course. Okay, it's a paid webinar, guys. Okay, paid webinar crash course. Okay, for existing people you don't have to pay any money, but for the new guys it's going to be a paid webinar. Okay, so, and if you are impressed with these things and you want to continue with the detailed sessions, then remaining amount, okay, for example, if you pay 1500 rupees here, remaining 3500 you can pay for the attending the detailed sessions. Okay, that's the plan we are going on. And the next steps are advanced Selenium topics. Once that is done, we'll not directly jump to frameworks. We will cover the framework, the items that are required for understanding the frameworks. Okay, for example, test ng will take some sessions. For example, extend reports will take some sessions, like that. Whatever the things that are required for creating framework, right, that
Yes,
we'll
sir.
cover.
Yes, sir.
And after that, we'll go for frameworks at R&D level. Whatever the basic frameworks I have, that I'll cover. But as a group or something, we'll do some R&D kind of stuff on frameworks. Okay, so there are a lot of
Yes,
frameworks
sir.
are there that we are planning. So that's the reason I'm saying people don't wait for the next batch. Manual testing is started just now, so try to join right away. And the other stuff is like the weekend live sessions. Okay, don't miss them. Okay, so at present we have
And
not
also,
started
sir,
live automation thing, like every day,
yes, sir.
every weekend. Yeah.
Your one of the plan is creating the automating test cases for all the manual test cases.
Yes, correct. That's there. That
That
has not
also.
started yet, but that's going to begin. Okay, in soon.
Yes, sir. Okay, sir.
But only the thing that we have stopped it is because we have not covered the topics that are required for automating that. For example, some additional Selenium concepts are still left out. So once that are done, we'll start that end-to-end automation of that application. Okay, using the test cases, manual
Okay,
test.
okay,
Got it right? We are
okay,
according
sir.
to the plan we are going, but
Yes, sir.
for the people who want to join now, this is the right time. Just attend our weekend webinar that maybe tomorrow or something in our Telegram group. our team will post it, okay, in this Telegram
Sir,
group. The
we are also going to paid, or we don't want to paid anything
people who are
for
already part of the batch, no need to pay anything. Okay,
okay, sir.
it's a free one. Okay, for the people who want to join freshly, okay, with the by starting with the crash course kind of stuff, right? For the crash course they will pay, and if they want to continue, the remaining amount they will pay and continue for the batch. Okay, that's the plan. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay. Any other questions or doubts, guys? I think I'm getting some questions here in the chat also. Do we need data structures for automation testing? Not really, but for interviews you need that. Okay, if you want to get some expertise in programming side and if you want to go into SDET roles and all, then data structures and algorithms are required. We are also planning something as part of our trainings and all. We are planning in that direction too, but we are not clear yet. But soonly we'll announce that initiative. Okay.
Sir, one more thing. If we learn data structure, can we get the expertise level?
Yeah. Yes. You see, to go to the data structure level, you should have good programming skill already, right? Then only you will be able to program at that level.
Sir, okay. So if I learn the data structure in advanced level, then I can able to answer all the interview questions by
Yes,
solving
definitely.
technical
You will
skills.
have a edge. Okay. In some companies, they will ask you the questions. For basically data structures and algorithms are mostly asked for developers. But these days, the things are changing. Even the companies are expecting the software testers to have the development skills. So with that perspective, right, we should also start learning algorithms and data structures. Okay. Though immediately you will not see that effect, but in the coming days, you will definitely see that happening. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Anyone have any other questions here? You can ask me. And finally, I would like to share this, guys. Okay, so I would like to share my this mind map. I'll share in the Telegram group, guys. Okay, I'll share this mind map. Maybe how many people think that I have to explain more about this mind map? Like for example, I covered only text fields in this session. Do you want me to explain about different things? Like for example, checkbox fields. Do you want more webinars on this? Is that required? If yes, just type yes in the chat box, then I'll
Yes.
try to plan future webinars, okay, on this UI testing checklist part 2, part 3, like that, okay, that I'll plan. And the next great thing that we can do, this image I'll put into the Telegram group, guys, okay. You can download from the Telegram group, okay. I'll put this mind map and the image of that mind map in the Telegram group. You can download from there. That is one thing. And I don't have any course, Vaishali, right? Yeah, someone is asking me. Yeah, Vilasini or something. Okay. Yeah, I don't have any course related to performance testing, but if you really want to learn performance, I would like to suggest a channel that is QA Insights. Go to QA Insights. These another guys are one I know, and like a complete channel is all about performance testing only. Okay, you can start your learning of performance testing from here. Okay, this guy explains in a good manner. Fine. For performance, go to QA Insights YouTube channel by Namachivayam. Okay, some name Namachivayam. Okay, his name is Namachivayam. Okay. His name is Navin Kumar Namachivayam. Okay, so you can go with that channel and get started because not many people explain about performance. Yes, security I can plan in the coming days, but performance I don't have any idea. I'll try to figure out some possibilities. Okay. Then any other chat thing? Yeah, maybe I don't think other people are not facing any breaking of my voice. Maybe network problems or something may happen. Okay. Any other questions, guys? API testing. My channel has stuff. Okay, so go to my channel for API testing. I created a playlist here, but for now manual part is there. Automation I have to still work on it. Maybe in the coming initiatives I'll do that for trainings and all. Okay, but for now we don't have that automation part, but manual part you can. Okay, so where is that API? You see, this is a full API testing course. Okay, the 38 videos you can complete them. Fine, it's a very good one. You can go with this. Lot of basic knowledge and required knowledge for performing API testing is there. Then the best thing that I can do here is uh, go to my LinkedIn. I told you, right, one thing that I'll share you at the end of the sessions. Okay, so how to follow me and all, how to get more advantage from my sessions and all is since you have waited for me till the end of this webinar, right? Go to my profile. Go to my profile of LinkedIn, linkedin.com/in Arun Moturi, and here you can see we have something like 30 plus free courses are there, and these are not course like partial courses. I have shared everything, guys, from starting to ending. Okay, so if you guys don't know this, this is a page. Let me give you the link of this. Let me give you the link of this. Okay, you have 30 plus free courses, more than this I can say, and in our live trainings we do lot more than this. Okay, so with this you can learn a lot, guys. Mobile testing, everything is there. Docker is there, Kubernetes is there, and we are still trying to add more stuff that will come in the coming days. This will give you a kind of a high level thing, and also you can go to my website, guys, qfox.com. And if you want to join my Telegram group where you will get this kind of webinar updates, join here, and you can go to my YouTube channel where I have this 85K subscribers, guys. So far I'm near to 1 lakh. Let's hope that to happen fast, but I'm not worried about that. My intention is to share the knowledge, and it should happen automatically. I should enjoy the journey, so I'm not worried about that. And some ads are coming, that's okay. So Udemy courses are there. If you don't want any ads in the YouTube, then you can go with my Udemy courses, but mostly you will get the same content. Okay, then LinkedIn profile, just now I shared you, where this featured article, if you bookmark or something, right, we will have all these courses. I'm still working on more courses, guys. Okay, I'm still working on more courses, so I'll be updating that this post every time. Okay, you can have a bookmark, or you can make a like or something. So guys, if you can like it right away, I'll be very happy, so that it will reach, my content will reach more people. So whatever the LinkedIn post I have shared in this chat box, right, can you guys like it, or put a comment on the bottom of this LinkedIn post, so that it will reach more people? Because a lot of people say that my content is very good, but my channel is underrated. I don't want that. I want my content to reach more people. Can you help me out on that? Because I'm doing this much of hard work, and this much of knowledge I'm sharing. If you can like or comment on this particular thing, I'll be very happy, that I'll get more motivated on this. Okay, so if you can do that, I'll be very grateful for you. Yeah, thank you, guys. You're already doing that. Thank you very much. The people who are attending the webinar, please like that. Okay, that I have shared in the chat box. I've shared that link in the chat box. If you want, I can share it again. This is a post. If this reaches, right, more people, then more people will be aware about the content that I'm sharing for free. Lot of useful content I'm sharing for free, guys. Okay, I definitely want this content to reach more people, and more people should get benefited. Okay, don't waste your money with trainings, unnecessary trainings. Okay, they don't share real knowledge. Okay, so my trainings are different again. Okay, I am conflicting here. I'm asking you not to join the trainings. If you are normal trainings, everything is there here. If you want some extraordinary trainings from a person like me, then you join here, because we are giving trainings behind our your expectations. Okay, so we are teaching you a lot of stuff. Then we are not trying to end the batches. Okay, our thought process is completely different, where we want people to get 12 years plus mindset in our trainings. Okay, so that is a different way of training. Okay, but outside trainings are not like that, so up to you. Then next thing is have this Instagram thing. Okay, so recently started, guys. You'll not see many followers here, but just try to follow that. Maybe I'll try to you will get some updates here. If you are an Instagram, if you are an Instagram account, you will get some updates here also. So fine guys, these are some places, and you see a lot of content is there here. Okay, if you want an organized version of my YouTube, it is there here. Okay, a lot of content is there, a lot of expert talks are there, different tools, uh, you know, lot of stuff is there. Okay, so codeless automation tools, automation framework, secure testing, performance, many things are there here guys. Okay, this page you can bookmark if you want. Okay, but main thing is that try to like or comment on this post guys. Okay, that is very important, LinkedIn post, so that my knowledge will reach more people. Yeah, so fine, great guys, thank you very much for liking and sharing and you commenting on this post. Thank you guys for attending today's session. If any other doubts, you can ask me, guys. Yeah, we have a separate team for job placements. We started collecting, resumes in the people who join our batch, right? We are also doing some training. I mean, we are trying to get you some job calls. Okay, that my team is there who is working on that, and we cannot give you a confirmation that we'll do this much, that much, but we are trying our level best for making our students get placed. Okay, that's the intention we have, and we already started that. One of my team member already has started that, and he's already started collecting the resumes of the people who are ready to take the interviews. But that facility is only for the people who join my training. Okay, sure, I'll do that. Agile thing, everything I'll do that. Okay. Let's go one by one, guys. Okay, UI testing checklist. How much I can cover? I was able to cover only text fields. Okay, I have to cover a lot of things. Okay, so I'll do that coming days. Would like to share a lot of webinars every week. I'll try to, share one webinar topic. And for updates, you need to be in this Telegram group, guys. Okay, be part of this Telegram group. I'm sharing this. Then you'll get the updates of my webinar. Okay, I just posted the Telegram group. You can take it from there. Sure, sure. I'll conduct one session for how to create right test cases for API. What is the process and all? It's already there in my playlist, guys. Okay, that API testing thing, right? Showed you. It is there. But if you really want me to conduct a webinar, I'll do that coming days. Okay. Thank you, Vanilla, for subscribing to my YouTube channel and visiting my website. Okay. And Kishore, I am from mechanical background and have a career break. Now I have done course, but again lost touch. Okay. I am not confident enough to give interviews. Please guide me. So if you're not confident, there are two ways. One thing is that you have to follow my YouTube videos. If you want some extra helping hand, then join my trainings. Okay. There I'll guide you on a daily basis, Kishore. Okay. So I'm giving everything for free here, but if you need my extra assistance, extra guidance, then only you join my trainings. Okay, I'm not forcing anyone to join, but if you join, you will get some benefits. Okay, that you will not get with my. These are free and full courses. Okay, but still, if you want some extra edge, you can come to my trainings. Yeah, sure. Then okay, any other stuff? I think this is good. I think I answered almost all questions. That's all for today, guys. That's all for today. Thanks for liking and sharing and commenting this post for me so that it can reach more people. And thanks for attending this webinar and giving this time. I'll be sharing and uploading this webinar on trying to upload on YouTube. And it will also be there on this Graphy platform where you can watch it any number of times. Okay. Thank you, Vishwa. And yeah, fine. That's all, guys. See you in the next webinar or see you in my training sessions. Okay. That happen every day. So stay in touch. Bye, everyone. Yes, QA has a feature, Sanjay. QA has a feature. Okay. Don't worry about that. Keep hopes and, people are still getting the jobs. I can see that buzz creating and all those stuff. QA has a feature. Okay. Same question is being asked from last 10 years or last 15 years. No worries. QA has a feature, but with correct skill set, you can find the jobs. Okay, the skills required are more these days. Okay, QA with development skills and more skills are required. Okay, yeah, thank you, Azim, for the help and all. for making this webinar possible on Graphy platform for the first time. Thank you, Azim, for that. Yeah, thank you, everyone. See you. Bye-bye.